Hey guys, it's Russell here at Lake Waccamaw Sailing Club. I'm here with Jeff from Gear Report, and you're watching Show Us Your Cat.
Yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV, and you are watching Show Us Your Cat because it's Sunday, or perhaps it's Monday where you are, but either way, you're watching Show Us Your Cat. Thanks very much to Russell for that strong introduction. Always nice to have a strong introduction. So what's been going on this week at Wild Wind in Vasiliki on the Greek island of Lefkos? Good question. Since the start of September, we have of course had the start of the September Speed Stick competition, which is kind of like a festival of fast sailing, and the Wind must have known what the date was and has really been supplying the goods. Where on what date is it now? It's the 6th. Let's say I'm actually filming this yesterday, but so on the 1st it was windy. That's when I did the FX1 video. You can check that out here. On the 2nd it was even windier, but I didn't sail. I thought I'd take a breather. But on the 3rd, it was even windier, probably wind in excess of 30 knots. That's when I went out on the Hobie 16 with the Hobie 14 mainsail and almost smashed 25 knots with that bad boy. That was a big day. And then yesterday, let's be honest, it is Saturday at the moment for me. Yesterday I went out on the Hobie 16 in the most wind I have ever sailed in my life. This is the truth. And did 25.3 with Pirate Sam. A very emotional outing. You could check that out just here. Oh yeah. But right now it's time for Show Us Your Cat. So let's jump in and take a look at your boats and where it is that you are sailing them. Okay, so we're starting off this week in Deem Lake, Salem, Indiana, where we have Tom. Tom is new to Hobie sailing, and he previously had, this is his first boat, a 1977 Hobie 16 with the Carumba sails. But unfortunately this boat got destroyed by a tree in an ice storm last year, and he never actually got to use this boat. Since then, he's travelled down to Kentucky, USA, to Traverse City to buy this absolutely stunning 1982 Tequila Sunrise Hobie 16. The sails are like fresh out of the packet condition. I think this could arguably be the best looking set of Tequila Sunrise sails we have featured on Show Us Your Cat, and considering that they're probably the most popular suit of sails that we've featured on Show Us Your Cat, that is really saying something. So well done, Tom. It's a really great looking boat, as you'll agree, and just check out the finish on those rudder blades with the red tips. Oh yeah. And then you can see on the bows here, Tom's got these anti-pitch pole deflectors, which in the past, these have left the community divided on whether they are a good thing or a bad thing, but they certainly will help to deflect the light pitch pole. The heavy pitch pole, if it's gonna go, it's gonna go. But thanks very much, Tom, for sending in those pictures of your great looking Hobie 16. Hope you have some great sailing, and we hope you make that trip down to Gulf Shores, Alabama, to sail her in the Gulf of Mexico. That sounds amazing. Next, we're heading to the UK to Ullswater in the Humber Estuary and Swanage Bay, Dorset, where we have Jens. Now Jens has got something extremely special for us to take a look at here. He has got a 2019 Minicat Guppy. Yes, that's right. This is actually the smallest boat we've ever featured on Show Us Your Cat. It's only 3 meters long and weighs in at a mere 26 kilos. That means you could actually take this catamaran on an aeroplane. What? I know, this is fantastic. It assembles in only 10 to 15 minutes from in the bag to on the water. It may not be the fastest catamaran out there. Jens's top speed so far is 12.7 knots, but to get out on the water, this is a very good solution. Perhaps you haven't got anywhere to store a boat. You could easily keep this under your bed or in your garage. Or perhaps you just can't justify having a bigger boat because you can't get out very often. This looks like another very good option. And here we're on board with Jens, and we can really see how small the boat is, with Jens's foot actually on the leeward side while he's sitting on the windward side. That is a small boat, but what a great way to get out on the water. Perhaps you sail on a very small piece of water like a lake or a river somewhere, and you haven't got room to take out, I don't know, a tornado or perhaps even an F-18. I think the Minicat Guppy has got a lot going on, and well worth a look if you're looking for a small catamaran. Thanks very much, Jens, for sharing that with us. This is not a boat I was aware existed until now, so thank you very much. Okay, next we're heading to the USA to catch up with Jeff, our roving reporter, to see what he's been looking at this week for Show Us Your Cat. Over to you, Jeff.
Yo, Joe, I had no idea how cool being Joyrider TV's roving reporter would be. For example, in July, I was invited to the Waccamaw Sailing Club by Russell for a club race. I wasn't deterred that the drive mapped out to be a 3-hour tour. I was really excited since I haven't raced since the late 80s and have never been around some of the more modern one-design cats that would be at this race. I'll post a video of the wide range of catamarans from this event over on the Gear Report channel later. Right now, I'd be thrilled if I could share with you Russell's wife Lauren's good old design Viper F16. Maybe you can fill in the background info on the F16 while I show some video of Russell and Lauren setting up the boat before the race.
Yeah, that's right. The Formula 16 catamaran, much like the F18 catamaran, can be built by any manufacturer as long as it conforms to some rules. The minimum weight is 104 kilograms, as you can race evenly either single-handed or double-handed depending on if you've got a crew or not. Mainsail 15 square meters, jib 3.7, spinnaker 17.5, and now this is the big one. With the F16, there is no minimum crew weight. So for the lightweights, this is the perfect alternative. Whereas if you are 150 kilos or heavier, then the F18 is going to be much more suitable. Back to you, Jeff.
Thanks, Joe. While the boat itself is impressive, the extent to which Russell and Lauren's marital oneness shows through in their drive to give it the beans might be even more impressive. And I have to admit that I'm rather jealous that Lauren is insistent on sending it. They have a pair of fellow F-16 competitors there at the club, with Hal and Ashley recently getting into the F-16, and national Formula 16 contenders Philippe and Didi setting the pace. When Lauren and her steering boy hit the race course, my cameras and I settled in on the committee boat for the first of 3 races. While waiting for some last-minute course adjustments, the Viper spent as much time on one hull as on 2. I can only assume that this was a well-orchestrated display of pre-race intimidation. The USA 312 boat made a valiant effort to keep up with the more experienced spousal pairing of Philippe and Didi on the USA 318 F-16. I actually felt a bit sorry for Ron, whose wife Debbie opted to crew on a monohull, leaving Ron to solo the Hobie 17. But he seemed to hold his own. Unfortunately, a nasty storm rolled in over the other side of this slightly inland lake, and only one race could be completed before lightning was spotted and everyone headed in.
Yep. The second race has been called off, so this truly is, part of the channel, a joyride back to the club. We've got storm over here, 30-mile-an-hour winds forecast, so I'm going to put this on, and my crew and I are just going to haul butt back to the beach.
I'll be back with more info on some of the other boats from this event in later episodes. You know, if I don't get sacked first. Huge thanks to Lauren, Russell, David, the Waccamaw Sailing Club Commodore, and all of the members for welcoming me and allowing me free reign to take pictures and video of anything I wanted. They didn't even mind when I found their webcam and spent, well, it doesn't matter how long it was, taking webcam selfies. If you'd like me to film your boat for Show Us Your Cat and are somewhere close to Central North Carolina, let me know via email.
Thanks very much for that great report there, Jeff. Always nice to see another very active club where there's a lot of people on some pretty diverse boats there. I'd love to know more about that really big catamaran with 3 people on. Never seen anything like that before, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks again. So there we go, what a great selection there. Of course, where would Show Us Your Cat be without a Hobie 16? And the Minicat Guppy. This could be a solution for a lot of people who are thinking about buying a boat but haven't got anywhere to put it, or whether they could justify having something bigger. Nice one. Also, here's a new feature on Show Us Your Cat. This is called Flying the Flag. This week, flying the flag from the, I have to get this right, the Mid-Americas Regatta in Dallas, Texas. We have Kyle and Travis who are flying the flag. Thanks very much for flying the flag there, guys, and representing Joyrider stateside at a major regatta. Nice to see. If you'd like to fly the flag at an event that you're going to, or just in your local boat park, then you will need, of course, a flag. If you want to get hold of a flag, unfortunately, I can't just be giving these bad boys away because they cost a fair bit to produce, but just send me an email, I will get a flag to you. If you want a black Giving It the Beans flag, I've already got some of these in the States at the moment, so you could have one of these by next weekend if you wanted one. Otherwise, the Rainbow Stripes Tequila Sunrise flag will take a little bit longer if you are in the States, but if you're in Europe, we can have one with you pretty quickly, just rolling the dice with the Greek post, of course, there. Also going on, of course, it's not just the September Speed Stick here in Vasiliki, but there's the Global Speed Stick, which has just been updated. There's the Hobie 16 Speed Stick, just updated. So do check those bad boys out. The link is in the description below. In the description below, you'll also find details of how to get featured on Show Us Your Cat, or how to enter the Speed Stick competition. Get involved in everything if you like. Otherwise, just hit the like button, subscribe to Joyrider TV if you don't already subscribe, and we'll be back soon with some more on Joyrider TV. Thank you very much.